Hi, everybody. This is Vanda Gooseman, All Things Spirit, here with you again. Um, we are in a lovely space now, and so I want to talk a little bit about that. I ask that you would like, that you would subscribe, and that you would share. And you can leave a comment if you want, okay? Um, we are in an auspicious time. That's what I can say. um, it's, uh, it's about love. And so let me see what we need to name. I guess we named this, what's love got to do with it? That's the question. I have the answer. Everything. Love has everything to do with it. But the biggest energy that we are moving through now is, how are we loving ourselves? What are we perceiving as love? How are we treating ourselves is very important now, because we're moving into a lot of the new energy that's coming in the planet. I saw a new heaven and I saw a new earth. The old things passed away, and behold, all things became new. Got something in my eye. I don't know. Maybe, whatever. I'll try and work with that. If you see me blinking, then you just know. Pray for me. Thank you. I prayed before I came on, because I want to keep these a little bit shorter. Everybody's running and dashing and things like that, and so I prayed before I came on. I just want love to be our way today. I want to let you know that I love you, and I thank you for joining me today, and thank you for my new subscribers, and thank you that you trust what Spirit is saying through me. Because even as I know the truth about love, I know that love goes before me today, making easy and successful my way. And I love these people I'm talking to and sharing with, and they all love me. And God's love gives me words and messages of wisdom and kindness and breakthroughs, which they lovingly receive and apply to your own life experiences. So this is a happy experience for all concerned, and only happy results shall come from it for all of us. For I'm a divine success in motion, and so are you. So be it. What's love got to do with it? Everything. So in these next few minutes, I want to talk a little bit about love. And I am in a few books here that I've had for years and have been in and out, in and out, in and out. And one of the books is A Return to Love from Marianne Williamson. And because she's in the political field now and running for president, I don't think this time. I think the next time around. But she has been on some of these debates, and she got up and spoke she only spoke about 2 or 3 minutes, but what she said, hey, to the hey, was phenomenal, okay? And this is where we are now. We are in a place, and what she talks about is love, because that's what we know. Love is all that there is. If we don't have love in the world, we won't have anything, Love is life, and life is love. And so there's no life without love. And so we all are being pulled into a space now where we have to love ourselves. We're coming in. I know we see what's going on outside. We see, some of the ways that we've been treated, and some of the ways that even, the higher up and, with this patriarchy and all these things that are going on. But if we personally would take this genuine energy that is coming in, and this cosmos boost that we're getting now, and work just with ourselves. I love what Paul says about love. And there was another guy who wrote a paper on it. I can't remember his name. But anyway, when we talk about love, this guy who wrote the paper, Drummond was his name, yeah. And so he talked about love is kindness, generosity, humility, courtesy, unselfishness, good temper, guiltlessness, and sincerity, affection, devotion, consideration, kindness, tenderness. Love is sweet. Love is sweet. And the more we love, the sweeter we get. And then now what's happening now is that we're coming into a greater love of ourselves. And so it may not feel so easy this week coming in, because we have the greatest weekend we have coming in, 24th, 25th, I think. Yeah. It's the Jupiter conjunction, the Venus conjunction with Jupiter is coming in, and it's all about love. It's really all about love. And Jupiter is expanding the love. But at the same time, we have some other energies playing out with Mars and Uranus. And so therefore, it's like, it's going to be a couple of boom booms. And, well, it is what it is. But when we let love be our way. So some things are coming up where we're saying, I've decided that I need space. I need to just be with me. And I'm in that space myself, because I've just had to do so much inventory about what I have been constantly doing. Come on, here we go. Let me just get this off. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, I'm sorry. Love you, thank you. But when we look at what we're doing and what we're saying to ourselves about love, and how we're dealing with ourselves about love, it's imperative now, because there's some things that has to be looked at, okay? Because people say, I love you, and things like that. But how are we treating each other? How have we been treating each other? And so it's like a build-up now. It's like it's all built up to a crescendo. It's like some of the things that, we've been doing with one another and family and all kinds of things that just build up to a crescendo and say, you know what, that kind of love, I don't need that anymore. That's why I say, what's love got to do with it? Everything. Because the more we learn to love ourselves, the more we hold ourselves and value ourselves. And the more we value ourselves, the more we look at situations in our life that brings us no value at all. In fact, it's a liability. And we want the love that's called the asset. And so again, my last piece was on love. This piece is going to be on love and what love can do. Love is a healer. Love can give you all kinds of breakthroughs. Love can heal. Been around people and, or you prayed for people and, you put out so much love and you looked around and they were, ding, healed. And then you look at some people. I look at some people and I know they don't have family that's praying for them. I can tell the way their life is. And I can look at people who's got people that love them and praying for them. Love is powerful. It's powerful. But somehow we've taken love for granted. And because we've taken love for granted, we have to now deal with the energies that are coming in that are saying to us, you got to go back within yourself. What does love really mean to you? How are you treating yourself, and how are you treating others? And sometimes we treat the others probably better than we treat ourselves. And that's why love is knocking at the door. Bam, 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 bam. Knocking on the door. If you love yourself, you can't accept that no more. You're going to have to find a way to deal with it. Because that's just not healthy for you. You be in the space of people, you be in the space of some situations, and after, they're there for a while, maybe 3, 4, 5 days, 6 days, maybe 7, maybe more, you don't feel good. You don't feel good. Because it's not love. Some of it's manipulating. Some of it is people treating you the way you've allowed them to treat you for umpteens. And so now we have to go back inside ourselves, pulling off some more layers. And that's what this whole path is about. This whole love thing is about. That's what this whole journey is about. Coming in even into the planet. That's what this is really all about. It's to learn love. And we're going to keep coming back until we get it. So what's love got to do with it? Everything. If we thought we just came here to diddle-daddle, no. All these lessons that we're getting is bringing us into a place of love. Bliss. Bliss. Because we're here to do a service. We're here for something wonderful. And we've got to let love be our way. But first, how are we establishing this love within ourselves? And it's hard to be a little bit perturbed with yourself when you see this stuff keep coming up, keep on, and you keep doing, and you keep playing it, and you keep accepting it. After a while, you just, you know what? Oh, why are you doing this to me? Because love is action. And we need action. That's what we need now. We need action. You know, so love is action. Action, smaction. Yeah. So I want to just read something to you from, this is just in her introduction, because I just thought it was so profound to get this from Marianne Williamson. She says, love is what we were born with. Fear is what we have learned here. The spiritual journey is the relinquishment or unlearning of fear and the acceptance of love back into our hearts. How about that? Love is the essential fact. It is our ultimate reality and our purpose on earth. To be consciously aware of it, to experience love in ourselves and others is the meaning of life. Meaning doesn't lie in things. Meaning lies in us. When we attach value to things that aren't love, the money, the car, the house, the prestige, we are loving things that can't love us back. I talked about that on the other thing too. We are searching for meaning in the meaningless. Money of itself means nothing. Material things of themselves mean nothing. It's not that they're bad. It's that they're nothing. So it's good to have money. We need money. We need to have a nice place to live and, food and things like that. But those things my table can't love me back. My car can't love me back. And the bottom line is if I don't keep the oil change, if I don't get the tune-ups and don't do the right things, it's going to leave me too. Because it's saying you're not loving me. So what's love got to do with it is everything. So this week we have an opportunity. Now, I don't know how quiet you have been, but I've been pretty quiet. And I'm in real contemplation. Because there are just some things about me that I have to, shake it. I have to shake that up. And it's not about ego. It's about respect. It's about love. It's about tenderness. It's about being considerate. It's about appreciation. It's about gratitude. And when you're not getting that, and you're real clear that you're getting it, then you have to go back to the drawing board. Because there's something within that's lacking. Now, a lot of us have taken a lot of years, and a lot of us have families that are different and friends that are different and all. And, we've been very patient and working on, well, just let it, slide. That they knew better, they do better, and all that kind of stuff. But now, since it's time for us to do a greater work, we have to really look at these things. And so there are going to be some separations. There are going to be some, backing off of some things. Even some places you used to go all the time. You're not going to go there all the time anymore. I don't care if it's your church, if it's your group that you hang out with. You're going to start feeling something different because of the growth that they're bringing us into and love, because there's some other things that now have to start happening. And in order to do it, we have to come into a greater capacity of love for ourselves. Because then what I give me, I can give you more authentically. Not out of fear. Like she talked about that fear. False evidence appearing real. And then the facade. When you know that you're not being treated the way you ought to be being treated. I mean, respect is due. Love is due. Gratitude is due. So when you know that this is a constant thing that is going on over and over, I don't care if it's on your job, in your family, in your circle of buddies, wherever you are, now we have to take a look at it. And then we have to do it in so much love that everybody gets the understanding. Because that's love. So ain't no fighting and fussing and blaming and shaming. But this is just the time that we're in. We're in an awesome time. And if you want to move into your destiny, into my destiny, we're going to have to be able to accept a greater capacity to love ourselves. It's very important. So what's love got to do with it? Everything. Destiny is calling us. And as we're moving into 2020, it is not going to be a joke. Even though laughter is good for the heart. But that won't be a joke. We'll be required to be able to stand. And having done all to stand. So you might want to put on the whole armor. Many of you know about the whole armor. Breastplate, all these things, okay? The girdle. Now, we are understanding, because I've always had a saying, love costs, but not loving will cost us more. Love costs, but not loving will cost us more. What does that mean? That means there are people in this world that, they feel that love is the vehicle to transformation. Well, love is the vehicle to transformation, liberation, and freedom. But there are people in the world that have it looking like what they feel is freedom. Doing what you want to do to other people. Acting the way you want to act. This sex slave stuff and doing things to our children. And mistreating each other. And hurting each other. In the name of love. In these movies. People are constantly hurting other people. In the name of love. We're not talking about that type of liberation. That's not love. That is exploiting the ego. So the vehicle to transformation, liberation, and freedom is true love. The love that I've been talking about does not seek its own, is not puffed up, does not hold a grudge. If you're going through something with somebody, pray for them. Pray. Speak their name. Bless them. Send them love. Send them love. If you feel like you can't forgive somebody, work on that, because forgiveness is the ticket. If you feel like you can't humble yourself, work on that. Humility is the name of the game. I did a funeral not too long ago, and I didn't know it was with Jehovah's Witnesses. I didn't know. And I got there, and the lady she said, this is all in, and I had to sing. And she had this paper she had to read and everything, and I went over to, I said, well, is anybody going to open up in prayer? And she said, well, I'm just doing what I was given, this thing right here to read. She had about 8 sheets of paper in her hand. I was like, oh my God. And so the girl that hired me, she went over and spoke to her, and the girl said, oh, well, she called me and she prayed for me on the phone at the house. And her prayer was beautiful. That's what the girl said to the lady. So she prayed. So then the girl said to me, she said, well, most of these people in here are Jehovah's Witnesses. I said, well, that's okay. I said, because I pray about love. And I did. I said a prayer of love. And I closed it out with, love is all that there is. So be it. And we're thankful. Love. And when I went over to the house for the repast, a lot of those people were Jehovah's Witnesses and stuff. A few of them came over to me and said, you got the sweetest spirit. Wow, and the song was beautiful. And oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. You were such a, blessing to us and da-da-da-da-da. But there's a lot of them sitting in there looking at me like I was insane. Because when she read the 8 sheets of paper, all she read about was how bad we are. How Adam was our father, and we disobeyed. We deserve to suffer, and we did da-da-da, and we did da-da-da, and but. I guess I said the guy who passed was 47. I guess he said, well, what's the use of me even trying if I'm this bad? What's love got to do with it? Everything. Everything. So in these energies that are whooping us and swooping us through this week, sit with yourself. Ask some questions. Get some answers. Sit. If you are being treated any other way, but in the way of love, I think I got a tissue. Sit with yourself. Forgive yourself for allowing this to go on so long, because it's time for a shift, and I'm shifting. It's time for a shift, and I'm shifting. Are you? Are you ready to shift? I think if I got a couple of affirmations here or something I can give us. Woo. Let me see. See, we're moving into the feminine energies now. And that's why it's getting deeper. And it's not, feminine energies is not just women. Don't get me twisted. We all have feminine and masculine energies in us. Don't get it twisted. But that heart energy, that heart that speaks to the heart, is what's bringing us in to help us fulfill our destinies. You have a destiny. I have a destiny. It has to be done in love. We have to stand up and be authentic and loving ourselves. Take responsibility for loving yourself. And as I have said, responsibility is the ability to respond. How you will allow yourself to treat yourself, and how you will allow others to treat you. What's love got to do with it? Everything. So in my closing out, because I want to keep them shorter, people are running and dashing, and that's good. Just get the message. Okay? Don't worry about the messenger, because I'm going to be here. I'm going to come back. I'm going to be doing this. Okay? Because once my heart is set, then my mind is fixed. And that's it. And I welcome anybody that wants to come, and anybody that don't feel like what I say is for you. That's fine. There are many, many, many paths. There's just only one truth. And that truth is love. And I may be able to say something to you, or maybe not. Maybe it's somebody better. I mean, my friend was telling me, Jerron, he was telling me, you're saying you know too much. And, he had, look, he said, I'm going to shut it. But the cable TV show he's had for many years, so he's interviewed all the jazz greats and everything. He's got it's called the Jerron Ames Cable, and it's in New York. And so he told me, and I said, I will do my best not to say, and I did see last weekend on those two. I did a lot of that because I was just traveling and a little tired. But I thank him for saying that. Thank you, my friend. I want him to know I'm letting it out. So a good affirmation to do for yourself this week and continue is divine love is doing its perfect work in me and through me now. Again, divine love is doing its perfect work in me and through me now. Divine love is doing its perfect work in me and through me now. How can it get any better than this? To know that we're loved beyond our own mental comprehension. So that's an affirmation. You could do that in your meditation as you sit in the silence with yourself, or however you meditate. However you meditate. But just in that stillness and that heart space, it just means so much. It just means so much. It just means so much. So I want everybody to have a happy, happy Thanksgiving. Much love to you all. I'm Vanda Guzman, All Things Spirit. If you need any support with loving, with forgiving, with moving your life forward, I am here to support you. I'm not the only one, but I know that I am able to do it. So go to www.lifeissobeautifulonline.com and connect with me. Again, have a happy Thanksgiving. You, your family, your friends, your life, your world, your affairs. I just send greatness and success, harmony, peace, prosperity, joy, protection, and grace. And so be it. And love.